Odysseus' cave is located on the island of Mljet, Croatia. It's a place where Odysseus is said to have washed ashore after a shipwreck and where he spent 7 years as a sex slave of Calypso. Luckily, I suppose, you don't have to be shipwrecked to find this pretty cool cave. Strandings aside, what you will need is transport, and a car beats a bike in this case. And that's because the ride from your accommodation to Odysseus' cave is pretty far. We stayed in the beautiful town of Pomena, which is located in the north of Mljet. And a top tip, the Slavic apartments that we stayed at were amazing. Pomena is about a 30-minute drive to the parking spot for Odysseus' cave. Head down the main road on the island, which is the 120, until you get to the supermarket called Tommy. We stopped off at Tommy's just to poke our heads around and grab some supplies. Didn't really have that much, and it was a little bit expensive, I suppose, because it's one of the only supermarkets on the island. Once you finish cursing at the lack of supplies at Tommy's, and in this case, goggles, carry on down the road for about 200 meters and take a hard right. And I mean it, it's a hard right. It's a family hard right. If you don't roll your car taking that hard right, you'll notice a church on the way to the parking for Odysseus' cave. It's called Sotnica 15, and sadly it was closed when we were there. Once you get to the church, take a right and carry on for another 5 minutes until you get to a small area to park. Once you've parked your car under a tree or between some bushes, have a look for the Odysseus' cave sign. Odysseus' cave. At first the path is actually pretty decent. Don't get fooled though. It does get a bit more uneven. And to your left, you'll even notice a shortcut. Do not take it. After a 15 to 20 minute walk, you'll get to a makeshift bar. Just make sure you take in the scenery. It is stunning here. And apparently, you can buy beers from the guy who brings them down here daily. As I said earlier, it is pretty slippery and the rocks are hell of a sharp, so just be careful when you're walking down here. There are a few rocky outcrops where you can sit and watch people jump into the sea right in front of the cave. You can even have a picnic here like we did. However, it can get busy, so just make sure you're aware of your surroundings and try not to push anybody off the edge.
And she's absolutely terrified. Go on, I think she's waiting. Here you go. Thanks. I want to jump with it, I'm afraid it doesn't break. Right, 3, 2, 1. That was pretty cool.
As you can see, the water is incredibly clear. And you can see it down about 10 meters, 15 in some spots. Make sure the water's not too choppy before you head into the cave, and also keep an eye, well, below you, because there's a lot of people swimming underneath you. As you enter the cave, turn around and have a look at the beautiful blue light. You don't actually see this as you're entering, so it comes as quite a shock when you turn around. It's absolutely gorgeous. Be careful when you get into the actual cave. It's easy to get distracted by the orb, and it's really, really pretty and quite amazing inside. But the rocks are sharp, and there are waves that'll pummel you into them, so be very careful. I actually slipped and managed to hurt my left knee quite badly. I think I was bleeding for about an hour afterwards. So yeah, be careful when you get in here. And here it is, Odysseus' cave. Now, where's Calypso?